Hello, it's another day. It's a beautiful day. This is my day 8th of doing this video for every single day, and I am full of joy. I will be listening for your questions. If they come, I will respond to them accordingly. Thank you. It's Monday. It's a new work week. Yesterday, I wished you a great week, and I know you're going to have a great week starting from now. We will be looking at focus today. Focus. Yesterday, in the last video, we discussed attention. But today, we are looking at that very powerful instrument, that very powerful discipline of the mind called focus. Now, I need us to understand that inside of us, don't always forget, there are multitudes of voices. There are multitude of thoughts. Okay, that's what we call voices actually. Thoughts rampaging, competing for your attention on the inside. Forgive me for always pointing to the head. When I'm talking about the mind is all encompassing. Actually, some have said, I think Dr. Deepak Chopra, MD, once said that the physical body is the print out of the mind. It's just like you type something on a computer, a letter, a book, whatever it is, a proposal, some pictures. Then you print it out. That's printout. That's a computer, a program generated image. Now, the human body is a printout of the mind. So if your mind is loaded with thought of sickness, thought of failures, thought of love, thought of beauty, thought of ugliness, thought of emaciation, thought of bloating, of size, you're always bothered about being big, all of that. Whatever is loaded in your mind, the body manifests it. That's just it. Now, inside of you right now, there are multitude of voices represented by thoughts. Those voices became feelings, and they're represented by emotions, sort of things. And I tried telling you in last video that emotion is actually your energy at work. The energy that is set in motion. Set in motion simply means the energy is set on a mission. It's about achieving something, and whatever emotion does is in the physical world. It's visible in the physical world. Either it attracts good things to you, it attracts bad things to you, it repels bad things from you, it repels good things from you. These are the functions of the human mind and other thoughts. Now, if you want to have an experience that you will love to cherish, that you will love to keep, then you need to select the thoughts that will enjoy and benefit from your attention. And the process of doing that is called focusing. It's focus. Now, if you have a prime lens, now there are different, we have the prime lenses and you have the other lenses that are not prime, they pick everything in the frame. Like this camera I'm using to talk to you is not a prime lens, okay? But you see, there are lenses that are prime in the sense that they have a specific range that they can pick object. Any object that is that is outside that range, or sometimes before the range, we go out of focus. They will be blurred. In the same way, we have the capacity to do that. We have millions, thousands of thoughts running in our minds. We need to understand which of them we need to focus. For instance, you want to earn money, good money. You want to be rich. Let's look at it that way. You want to stay young and healthy. You want to be beautiful. You want to explore your sensuality. You want to have different types of partners, different types, you want to travel. You want to own fine cars. You want to own a yacht. You want to have beautiful houses in choice cities. You want to have a farm. You want beautiful clothes. You want respect from society. You want so many things out of your life. All of these things are all thoughts, okay? And they are generating different emotions which are conflicting within your system. They are not coherent. So what you need to do as a human being is to ask yourself a question. Which one is most important? that if I get this one, every other thing that I desire will fall into place. But most times, the thoughts, there is hardly one particular thing you will get that will make all of these things possible, because some of them are distractors. They will take away from it. So what do? You decide on what is most important, that is worth your effort, worth your time, that is worth living or dying for. You pick that. That is focus. So when you pick it, you hone your attention on it. For instance, which is the thought that you want to focus on amongst all of these things? You say, oh, I want to be rich. Is that it? Fine. Focus on wanting to be rich. The question you now ask yourself is, what do I need to become rich? It may not be a problem. Focus on wanting to be rich in a very simple way. Create a program for being rich. That is your program. That's your problem, right? Create a program for it. Like saying, okay, every discipline, every habit, every lifestyle that is responsible for wealth development, wealth creation, and wealth retention, I am open to it. You get it? That is your program. You begin to focus on that thought. It may not be in existence, and you have created a thought that is coherent around wealth. You focus on that. You think about it in the morning, you think about it during your daytimes, and you think about it when you go into bed. Now, thinking in this context is not worrying, it's not showing anxiety. No, it's just narrowing your attention on it and say, whatever brings about wealth, whatever can generate wealth, the discipline, the habits, the people, the circumstances, everything, even the mindset that will bring about wealth, retain it and grow it in me. I am open to it. I'm willing to learn it. I'm open. That's the word. And I'm willing. Okay? You create that. Along the line, open up your mind for possibility, because they will come. It will come in forms of books, comes in form of people, opportunities to learn new things. They will all come in. But if you want to be rich at the expense of acquisition of knowledge or anything, you are creating a problem for yourself. Now, again, you have to now ask yourself in focus, what are those things that if I still have them in my mindset, will truncate my desire to be rich? What are those things? Your desire to explore your sensuality will distract from you making wealth, creating wealth. Therefore, you have to let it go. How do you let it go? Create images, positive images of what it will be like for you to be rich, and begin to focus on those images. Those images will power up your desire to be rich. But if you allow, sometimes too, there are images that are truncating the desire to be wealthy, but they are very strong in you. You know what you will do? You transmute them. You convert them to website. For example, remember that movie, Scarface, where Tony Montana's friend was telling him, Tony Montana was telling his friend, he said, you get the money, you get the women. You see, he loves women, but he didn't have the resources to get them. And he has love for women, but he wants to make money. What he simply did was to make money the dominant desire in his mind. He focused on that and said, when I make money, women will come in. I will get the women I want. That is one way. But you see, you can't say, when I make money, I will get women, but you are not focusing on women. You will not get it. You will be dissipated. You will be dissipating your energy. You take your energy and lock it on whatever will generate, okay, retain and replenish wealth. Be open to it. Knowledge is key. It will come. All the things, now I am telling you knowledge is key. For you, it may not be knowledge. I don't know what it is that can bring money for you. But when you have that program written, you put it there. If you are not well and you are ill, you are imagining so many things. Remove the imaginations of negative things. Ask yourself a simple question. What do I need right now to be wealthy? To be healthy, to be well. Focus on that and say, I am open to the discipline, to the habits, to the lifestyle, to the mentality that generates, retain health. Okay? And you focus on it. Now, every other thing, forget about whatever generates sickness. Now, that's what people do. Whatever makes me sick, I bind it. You are wasting it. You are putting energy into that thing. Focus your energy on what you want. Lock it there. And let it be the dominant desire in your life. If every desire comes, don't fight them, but switch over your mind to those desires that will make you strong and healthy. And lock it there. Okay? Now, if, for instance, when you are not feeling well, you have an erotic thought or desire that is dragging you towards that side, you know that if you do it, you are going to break down the mold. What do? You lock it and say, when I get well, I'll be able to do these things. When I get well, I'll be able to run. When I get well, I'll be able to play. I'll be able to party. I'll be able to mix. Then you can get those things. But for now, let your focus be locked on the habits, the discipline that attracts, generates, retains, and expand health. Let that be your dominant desire and lock it in. Let it be what you think of before you go to bed. Visualize possibilities of health. Visualize it and be grateful for it. If that is the last thing on your mind, it's a great thing. You go to bed, it gradually becomes a subconscious thing. You wake up in the morning, you do it consistently until it becomes second nature. That means it has become a subconscious programming and it's done. You begin to see manifestations. They will begin to come your way. But you must be open to suggestions and possibilities. Life is not difficult, neither is it so easy. But you see, there are challenges. You will be tested by time. You'll be tested by the universe, but you must stay focused. The desire, the capacity to create and stick to dominant desire is your responsibility. Once you do that, leave the rest. They will answer themselves. Okay? That's simple arithmetic of life. So focus, right? It is a discipline. It means removing those things that are encumbrances to your growth, to your development, to what you want. You first of all identify that thing you want. That becomes a dominant desire. Then build your imagery around it. I'm not talking about fantasy. No. Fantasy will take away from your growth. It's like eating the seed before they are planted. Don't fantasize, but just visualize. Visualize them and talk about them mentally. You could talk to somebody about it. If you are making a discussion, let it be around that thing. Don't discuss how you lost money in the past, how people cheated if you are looking for money. Don't discuss how you became ill, the things that happened to you. Forget about the story. Don't even tell anybody how the sickness is working on your body. Just focus on getting well and be grateful about it. Don't focus on it in a negative way, but say, oh, look at my mates are well. I wish I were well. Now would I be? When I get well, I will. In fact, you can even graduate it to a point where you say, I am well. And you begin to do actions around you. Begin to take actions. Because it's about the feeling. Once you get a feeling, just like when you want to go into training, you want to exercise, you want to build your body, you have that rush of adrenaline that says, go and do push-up right now. If you don't respect that moment, you might lose it. You get up and you do the push, find out that you do it better than any other time. And it is by practicing regularly that you become addicted to it. Second nature. What happens is that whatever you do not pay attention to will never develop. Okay? Now, even paying the focus, locking your focus on anything will populate it. So what are you locking your focus on right now? I will be very happy if you become a conscious builder of your destiny. Because whether you are conscious about it or not, you are on a daily basis as you breathe in and breathe out. You are building your destiny. Rather, I would tell you, build it consciously. Let it be the way you want. If you don't build it consciously, you will build it the way you don't want. This is why you need focus. Too many thoughts are in your mind, bubbling. Pick the ones that are working. The ones that aren't working, let them go. Thank you.